stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It won't work.
Fine, Saturdays.
Has everyone had a chance to review the claims? Motion by Bruce to accept the claims. Second by Brent. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Friends won't come on either.
Okay.
I only touch mine once then.
Has everyone had a chance to review the meeting minutes from January 13th?
Yes.
Motion by Cindy, second by Dale. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Has everyone had a chance to review the January 29th work session minutes?
Yes.
Motion by Dale, second by Bruce. All those in favor?
Aye.
At this time, we'll open it up to the public. So if you have anything to state for the board, please come up to the podium, state your name. Brandon, if you want to come up.
Do I state my name and everything, in case nobody knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brandon Morbilius. Okay. No, I'm just here on behalf of essentially you guys, as part of the Town Endowment Committee with the Community Foundation. We have yet to have a meeting this year, but we did have a conversation because they got the figures together for total amount as far as what the endowment fund has total to begin the year. It was right around $4 grand. It was like $3,900 if I remember correctly, $3,950 somewhere around there. There was a application that was given to us, and we went ahead and went with it. It was a STEM program they have down at Selma Elementary School during the summer for the kiddos. We gave $750 to that, which we've given to them the last couple of years. It's just a nice thing, you know, especially for the kids. And with it being in our community, it attracts, you know, other kids here. So it's just not a Selma Elementary type of deal, but that's where they're hosting it at. There was no meeting scheduled yet as far as another one, but we have quarterly meetings, quarterly grants, as far as applications. And so yeah, first quarter, that was the only application that we had. Obviously, if you guys need anything project-wise that you guys are looking at, make sure you guys get the application filled out. Same thing with fire department, police station, Ball Diamond. Obviously, they've applied a couple different times through the years. So, but yeah, other than that, that's pretty much all I have for you guys. Do you guys have anything for me?
I want to thank you for working on the grant for the Christmas and Selma, so that
Absolutely.
was appreciated. So
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's a, you know, as I've told you guys before, you know, we're here to do anything and everything we can to help everyone, but especially with that, you know, brings the community together, and it's a nice time for everybody to kind of get together and enjoy the Christmas season. So,
and we had a lot of people from outside of the community too, so that was
exactly,
great.
yeah, it attracts others. So hopefully we can do something like that again this coming year as well. So.
Anything else for Brandon?
So when's it gonna be? Well, you should know I can't talk. When's the first draw gonna be?
The what?
Don't they do one like in May or June or something like that? You gotta have it in by April.
That's what we've already had the grant or a application for our grant that was already recommended by us, because the application, like I said, was through the STEM program, which is I think it was the National Inventors Association. Hall of Fame Association, but they run that STEM program every year, but right now, so we have like quarterly meetings. So and it just kind of depends upon when we have a grant or application for some money. So if nobody applies, then we don't have a meeting, and then we'll move on to the next time that we have one, and then when it comes up. So I would say probably the next one will be probably in May or June. Would be the next deadline. I don't know that specific date because Molly has not given that information to us yet. But yeah, but that was within the last 2 or 3 weeks when we made, because technically all we are there to do is just make a recommendation. They give us the application. We can say, yeah, we like the idea. We'll help fund the project, whatever the case might be. I don't think we've ever turned anything down yet. But yeah, then once we get to that point, we make the recommendation. Then it's the community foundation itself that says, okay, we'll approve that, and then that money's taken out of our endowment fund. So, yep. Anybody else?
Anything else for Brandon?
You want to make an announcement?
Yeah, well, I think everybody already knows I'm baking.
Yeah, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
For that.
Thank you. We're enjoying it so far, and he's sleeping good, so. First day, yeah, I had my first day back to work today, so it kind of stunk. Only got a week off, but that's life, and you roll with it. But I know I missed the wife and the little guy today, and they missed me too. At least the wife said that, but she might just be saying that just for the heck of saying it too. So she might be trying to make me feel good about myself. But yeah, so everything's going good. Yeah, he's sleeping about 4 to 5 hours every night. So we got him trained well so far. Hopefully it stays that way. So.
All right. Well, thank you,
Thank
Brandon.
you.
Absolutely. Like I said, hopefully we'll, if I find out an official deadline as far as for the next go around, then I'll either come to a meeting or I'll give it to Dad and let you guys know. But like I said, if there's anything you guys are looking at project wise, so we should have probably right around $3,200 left ish. $3,200 left. Now obviously we don't want to burn all that at once, but yeah, and not only that, but just keep spreading the word. If people want to donate, then to reach out to the community foundation, or you can reach out to me. I know Teresa, Teresa Johnson. I know she's the other appointee of the endowment committee. So if anybody needs to reach out for any information, then tell them to get a hold of us, or they can get a hold of the community foundation and they can get that information.
Is there a link or something we could put on our town website regarding community foundation and donation?
There should be.
There's one.
I'll look. I'll get. But I'll reach out to her and see if I can get an actual link to because yeah, you can have a link to the community foundation, but maybe a specific one just to the town endowment fund itself. So I'll look into that, and then, like I said, any other with the deadline for the next go around, then I'll make sure to get that to you guys as well. But other than that, yeah, if you guys don't have anything else, then I'm gonna get out of here.
Awesome. Thank you.
Go home.
Thank you.
That's right. All right. Thank you, guys.
Have a good night.
We'll see you.
So the first thing I have on here is old business, and it's regarding 115 South Albany Street. What are the next steps for that?
Okay. I need you to sign on the sign for the sales disclosure form so I can get that filed tomorrow.
Okay.
And then I have drafted the notice that we have to put in the paper and that we will send to the abutting landowners. I need to know when you want to set the deadline for people to submit offers. So the offering price has to be a combination of
advertising costs, if there was an appraisal done, appraisal fees. But because of the value of the property, we don't have to get two certified appraisers to be able to sell this. So the price would be the lien fee and any other cost that you guys have put into it. But to do this, I need to know what deadline you wanna set. I don't know if you wanna set it for like noon the day before your next meeting
Yeah, if we can do that.
and allow them to come in for the next like 4 weeks. Was kinda my suggestion, but
I like that.
again, it's up to,
What does the board think?
Yeah, I'm good, I'm good with that.
okay.
I
I
do
think,
have a question. How much did we lien that property for?
So it's 17,000.
Okay, okay.
maybe even. I'll double check,
I have it, but,
yeah. And let's,
so it's gotta be the amount of the lien plus whatever
March
fees.
10th.
We're not gonna have appraiser fees, right?
Mm-mm.
So just advertisement,
Advertising costs.
legal fees, is that included? in that?
The statute says appraisal, title, insurance, recording fees, and advertising costs, so.
Okay. So, I mean, cause I know you know somebody interested, right? So
yes.
you gotta give him an idea of what the minimum bid
Yeah,
can't take
he has
less
an
than
idea.
that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Did Liberty
Okay.
Regional have a lien on that one?
Nope, just us.
Okay.
I
They
thought
wrote
we
it
did,
off.
but yeah.
They wrote it off a couple years ago. I was still on the board when they wrote that
It-
one off.
Oh, so we do have a title search fee too. I'll add that in there.
Okay.
Cause we did that, it just has been a long time ago. Okay, so that's the next steps. We'll
Okay.
get this filed, yeah, this week, hopefully. What's today, Wednesday?
And
Thank
those
you.
will be sealed bids, and are you offering to
So-
drop off to me?
No, how do you want that done? So they don't have to be, it's not as formal as doing bids because these
Okay.
are just offers coming in. So
Okay.
they can be emailed
To the Selma clerk at email.
to Selma Clerk?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't mind taking it over there. I mean, I can't have like a full blown out discussion, but if they wanna drop it off to me during business hours, I'm at the sewage.
You mean the bid?
Yeah.
Oh,
If they
I
wanna
can add
give
whatever
me a
you want me
written-
to. You tell me.
Yeah, like if they wanna give me a written proposal in person, they can do that. I know in the past, when we've tried to get bids for other things, that's been a problem, cause they didn't have anyone to
Not this hour.
give them
Gotcha.
paper
Okay,
copy.
I'll add that into it then. I'll have to update this, and then the only thing, in the next few days, we'll get it published, cause I'll have to get all the certified mailings ready for all the abutting landowners, and it may take a couple days, but,
Okay.
okay.
Thank you. Okay, so the next thing I have on the agenda is stormwater. And I know we've tabled the discussion till March, in terms of looking at any, engineer fees. Strictly put this on here for the cammering of that pipe. I know that, today it's starting to warm up a little bit, so we might be, starting to get to the point where we can get back there and, get a camera in there to see what's going on.
the water don't seem to be running too much just yet. I checked ours before we come up here, and everything seems to be going pretty good. Waiting to see, how the drainage works the next couple days.
Hope for no rain.
Yeah, it looks like they pushed it all back, so, it looks like we might be in real good shape for a bit.
Okay, good. So would you be able to get a hold of Tom, see if he'd be open to doing that here in the near future?
Actually, I think his son and his girlfriend were having their baby out there at the same time. It was up there, so we talked a little bit, but I'll get a hold of him.
Okay, thank you. So I put Christmas lights on here.
Yes, I'm in the process of redoing the order. soldier, stocking, candy cane, and candlesticks. So,
And we did appropriate 10,000 for that. I put next on the agenda is radios. Don't know if we've given any thought to that. And I don't think we have an idea of what the cost is of our internet and current phones versus what that proposal from AT&T will be, comparing the cost to see what the additional cost would be.
A little bit on that. If you look at our bills every month, whatever we call that, our internet for the police department here and the fire department is right around $240 a month. Now, I don't know if these radios are gonna make that go away or not. I was trying to get some numbers out of Jennifer earlier, but she didn't have them with her
Okay.
on about the radios where we're at on that. But that's what we're paying every month that you see on the
Claims.
claims. Thank you. That's for the internet.
Okay, that's
For
not,
here,
that's not
not-
phone.
No, she said there was no phones. There was one phone. Dave didn't like it, so we don't use it.
There's no cell phones.
Okay, okay. I misquoted. That's the hardline phones, 243.
Yes.
Yes.
And I don't know if it covers anything in the car. Does it cover anything in the car? The Verizon bill?
two MiFi cards, I'm sure.
There you go.
What'd he say?
MiFi cards. It's got two MiFi, so it gives
I have no
him,
idea what that even
it gives him the capabilities of looking things up on their laptop
Oh, okay.
and,
So that's included in the
Yes.
Verizon bill?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's not something we can do away with,
Okay.
I think.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well.
So the radios would be just completely out of pocket, the way I see it. But it's warranted.
It'd be a good question for the rep on how the internet would work, because we didn't go too far into that when he was here.
Yeah.
We were focused more just on the radios,
Well, internet was $40 a month.
so we should have more conversation with them to see.
Yes.
I would like
And
to.
also see if they would have the Wi-Fi capabilities for the cars. And if they've had anybody that has used that, because I always like somebody that's used it before you're the guinea pig.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's a good thing. We just gotta see where we can get the money from.
Okay. I'll try to get a hold of him, see if he can come to one of our upcoming meetings. Next on here is ADA.
I sent Derek some available times, and I'm just waiting to hear back for him on when we can meet to do a walkthrough and all of that stuff to get started.
Okay. So you think in the next month,
I would hope in the next week or two.
next week or
is my
two?
goal, yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Next on here is the town entry signs.
Yeah, the town's signs have been ordered. I believe the base signs are here from Versatile Metal. They're done and ready to go to powder coat. I talked to Dale about, if you guys wanted to do something additional with those down the sides to be able to honor the sports teams or whatever, to kind of clean up the roadside with all the random signs. That's something we would need to do before we powder coat them.
Okay.
And so these are, I don't know how big the upright is, but it's pretty good size, but it's just aluminum. So if we tried to just like drill into it in the future, the way the wind would be blowing, things like that, it would never,
So
wouldn't last.
So if a team won in the future, how would we add that to the sign?
Well, we would put strips down the side of it with several, several on each side, on both sides. So that would give you the ability to add, I told Dale, my thought would be more like a street name sign that would just hang out off the side of it, and it would have a bracket that attaches to it, and then it just hangs off the side of it. the question was presented, from the existing town signs, or not town signs, but the sports signs we have, we wouldn't be able to utilize those on the poles as it stand today, so those would have to stay the same. So if we wanted to do something in the future, this would be the time to go ahead and drill the holes, have a powder coat, but with that comes an extra cost. I think it was 1,200 for both signs to do that. Was that
Yeah, I think we
correct?
said like 300 a side.
So 1,200 altogether.
Correct.
So do we have that already allocated?
Well, I forget how much we actually turned the bill in for, so that would be a question for you, because I don't have those notes in
Well, I
front
would
of
say
me.
we need to do it now.
If we have, because I don't think the signs came up to the total, I don't believe, that we had allocated. So it's something that if we want to do something in the future, and, because those signs will become damaged at some point in time, the old sports signs. So we want to be ready if possible, if we can afford to do it, but. In which I kind of like the uniformity of that, if that's a word, uniformity. But the old signs present a problem right now. So. But I think we still need to try to get them a little bit more uniform on one or two structures down the road. She didn't have that readily available.
I mean, you can't dip any more into last year's appropriation. It's 8,000.
Oh, so we would have enough.
Not at this point. I mean, you guys can appropriate it again later, the additional that you didn't use, but this is already, I'm done with 2025. I just have to roll over the stuff. So that's,
So we
It
just need
was-
to make a motion to go ahead and make it pay for it?
well, and we would probably pay it out of like edit or,
And then reappropriate those funds later then.
yeah,
Okay. And how much was the total again? I'm sorry.
8,000 total.
Okay.
Want me to make a motion? 'Cause I don't care.
I don't care either way. I mean,
Yeah, it's your baby.
I think for down the road, it would be nice to have, and I don't want to drill into it
Yeah.
after the fact, because it's gonna present a problem, damage won't be, spend a lot of money on it.
Yeah.
So is that a motion by,
I can make a motion,
Okay.
yes, we buy it, or
Okay.
pay the 1,200, whatever, let's get it done now.
motion by Bren to approve the additional $1,200 for the town entry signs,
I'll second.
second by Dale. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Thanks, Dave. Next on here is the upcoming events. Didn't know who'd want to speak to those.
Well, we need to set the date for the Easter egg hunt. The one that Harris Chapel puts on historically is on a Wednesday, which I confirmed that with Nancy Thomas. It's actually on April 1st, and she said, no, I'm not kidding, this is no April Fool's. So they'll have it on Wednesday evening. Easter, I believe, is on April the 5th. So if we wanted to look at possibly doing that on the Saturday before, if we wanted to do it a week before, we could look at that too, so.
Okay.
Just need to get a date set.
Okay. And I guess, just kind of to put it out there in the ether, are we looking to do a strawberry festival?
Yes, and I know that Ball State was out, that class, and so we need to discuss that a little bit further. And I know if we would do the Strawberry Festival, it'd need to be in the first part of June, because that's when the strawberries are coming on. I did make a phone call to Landis Farms, I haven't heard back, so I need to follow back with them again. They're one big strawberry grower, because we like to have somebody that would, be able to sell the strawberries and set a stand up as well. So just need to know a little bit more about Ball State as well.
Okay. And then I did throw on the farmer's market too.
Well, I'm glad that you did, because that's a conversation that, there's a lady that wants to be a part of the activities committee for Selma, or Christmas at Selma committee, whatever. Lori Godwin, she put some fillers out there, I put person, but Lori would run that. It would be part of the activities committee. They would pay a booth rental that would go into the Christmas in Selma, the Strawberry Festival, and all that to offset the expense of that for the people that want to set the booths up. So we will be talking to the Lions Club to see if they will allow utilization of a pavilion. If not, then we need to look at where we can hold it.
Okay.
So,
Awesome.
but I think that would help with the food desert that's out here as well, because a lot of those vendors have the meat, honey, vegetables, all kinds of goods,
You would set up food trucks.
and food trucks if you want to. I'm not setting up
Well, I
food
mean,
trucks.
not just, they do have military stuff.
Thanks for the suggestion, but I'm not setting up a food truck. Maybe do a pizza truck, Greg's Pizza. No, thank you, not right now, yeah.
Cakes.
Becky wanted to do the horse trailer food truck, but I don't think horse trailer and food truck go hand in hand. It was cute though. Anyway, that's all I have.
Okay. Do you have any other old business?
Other than Christmas and Selma Day, December the 5th.
All right. Bruce?
Well, we got the truck, or the salt box. We didn't get in.
Awesome.
We'll talk about this here, I don't know if you want, I mean, it isn't new business, but it's a equipment tool list. They did an inventory, put down the serial number. Now, I'm assuming this is all, everything we got. I don't know
Okay.
if it's, but I got a you got a copy of it?
Yeah, we all have a copy.
Okay.
Was that the one that they did in the very beginning? Okay. So I think we had spoke about having it done once a year and matching up the serial numbers to the physical tool. So I don't know if that's still what everybody wants to do.
Yeah.
We need to match it back to the original invoice too.
Well, Cindy gave me a paper, if you guys wanna look at it. She said we might be able to use that to keep more track of some of this stuff.
Is that, did you put that together?
That's the form I made for Bruce.
Okay.
Yeah. You wanna look at it?
No, I just wanna make sure that we match back to the original invoice and then going forward, because we as a board voted to do that inventory once a year. So we
we'll
need
look
to
at it.
match it back to the original invoice to make sure that we
You wanna look at it?
have.
No, no, I have questions about this, if we're gonna talk about this.
Yeah, go ahead.
They don't have any hand tools? Like hand wrenches and?
Well, I think this is what we ordered.
we got from Milwaukee.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, that's
okay.
Okay.
That, it was, I was just concerned that you guys didn't have nothing to work with besides that stuff. Okay.
Yeah. So like Dale said, we want to compare this list to the invoice and then get a full inventory of everything that we have in that garage too.
Well, and the other reason behind that is it's not trying to contradict anything that's on here. I wanna make sure we match back to original invoice, find out what we did not get to the fire department. So either it wasn't ordered, it didn't come in, or we do have it, I don't know. So we need to figure that part out.
Okay.
Because we promised the fire department that we would take care of that a year and a half ago.
You guys have the sheet that shows what tools they need.
That I don't know. I know we should have the original invoice, but
It'll take some digging, but I'll
Right.
find it.
and I will ask Randy.
I
What
think
the
he's
vendors
there
was.
tonight.
Oh, I didn't see you show
Yeah.
He snuck in on me. Nice job.
I think that's it as far as old business.
Okay, thank you. Cindy?
No, I don't have anything.
I got nothing.
Okay. We discussing any table business or moving on? I think that's a move on.
We didn't do anything to
So we are partnering with Ball State again for last year. They helped us come up with some ideas to help us encourage economic development. This year, their focus is changing a little bit. They're going to be helping us, try to create some ideas to help us with events in town to encourage, community engagement with the underlying goal of, economic development. It's an entrepreneurship program. So, but they're gonna partner with us on that, and we're excited about that. One thing I wanted to bring up to the board is we did have one of the students ask about an internship, and he said he would be paid or unpaid. He'd be willing to do either. But I wanted to gauge our interest in doing that. He's focused on helping the town pursue events and want to help us manage events too. So I wanted to get our thoughts.
Who's he gonna intern with?
The town.
Okay.
I don't understand.
So he would basically partner with the town to help us come up with ideas for events, and then reach out to sponsors, reach out to
What Dale's doing
what Dale
basically?
does. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I would love to have that off of my shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Because these events, I mean, they're wonderful and great, and it brings a lot of people to the community. I mean, Christmas in Selma, I think, is a testament to what it's done. People from all over Delaware County, even the gentleman that Cindy had brought in, I forget his name because I'm not good with names anymore, but he came out. He's not part of Selma, he's part of Yorktown. So there's a lot of people that has come out. So I think the events are good to get people out here in Selma and get us recognized. And so, I mean, if we could do that as an end pay to start with, and then eventually if we wanted to form a 501c3 or something for the activities committee and move forward with something and they fundraise and do whatever to help pay them, but whatever, that'd be great. But I think it'd be a great opportunity to get some extra help.
Any other thoughts, concerns?
Have fun.
Okay. All right.
Brett says I'll just show up.
I don't know where we would pay him from. I'll just make that comment.
Oh, what he said, right? He's
Yeah, it
probably
would be
gonna pay
from
to
the town.
start, see what we can find.
Okay.
So next thing on here, I just threw on a couple of grants that ECI has thrown our way. So the Norfolk Southern grant, we discussed this in the work session. So they have a community enhancement grant, and we threw out some ideas. I think Bruce threw out a skid loader, and there were a couple other things. But they came back and said that whoever said something about a grant for the ball diamonds, that's kind of what it would be more tailored towards is, improving public structures, I guess, or public spaces to help, with community engagement.
Something like a music pavilion or something like that.
Something like a music pavilion. Yeah. And the max is 50,000, but they recommended applying between 20 and 30,000 to increase our odds of getting approved for the grant. So the deadline is not until I think August or September. We can't apply till April. Just wanted to put it on everyone's radar.
Cool.
And then they did also send an email about Indiana Arts Commission's Art Project Support Grant. And I highlighted on here festivals. So I'm wondering if this might help cover some costs for some events. So I can follow up with that. Just wanted to let you all know about that grant as well. Dale, any new business?
No, I don't believe I do.
Well, I should have wrote it down. This is still kind of under old business. think that needs to be, how fast do you want that?
How fast do I want the list?
Yeah.
Whenever you want the ordinance.
Well, I wanna go over with them, but I will give everybody something to think about. Muncie Street, from Williams, all the way to the school. It should be 20 mile an hour all the way. There's nothing, all them little South Street, there's nothing there that should be 30 mile an hour. I've went and looked at some of these other towns and studied before. There's no reason for any of those to be 30 mile an hour down through there.
Are we having issues? 'Cause I guess, because not, you can change the speed limits all you want to,
But
but unless we get somebody to enforce them.
I understand.
And then you got, I mean, that's stop sign to stop sign, Muncie. I mean, you only go a block, you got no stop sign. So unless you're doing a burnout or something, you ain't getting much over 30.
So, I mean, I'm just throwing it out there, if you guys want, and that's one thing I told Jensen, if you guys wanna do that, or more, we can do it. If you don't,
I just think it'd be a wasted effort. I'm sorry.
that's
I
fine.
really don't, I mean,
I'm just trying to get that speed limit sign done down there goes up there to the, General Dollar General.
oh,
But if you guys don't, I mean, that's up to you guys.
that's
If you
just
don't,
my opinion, Bruce.
well, I know. I'm just saying, that's what I mean, personally, it might not be something we do all at once, but it'd probably be from her standpoint. It would probably be better to do it that way. But you're talking about doing some signage. So,
So the, speed limit for the Dollar General,
not down through there was 20 mile an hour, but the sign's going, but I think on the website it says 30.
but it is 20.
On the ordinance
That's what
it says?
That's what it said, that's what the sign, or it used to say.
Okay, so,
When there was a speed limit sign up there, it was 20 mile an hour.
so I guess my question is, do we need to change that stretch of the road then to 20, if that's what it was posted at?
Yes, so what initiated this is that's what was presented to me, but then I was told that there may be some other roads along here that also need changed, and I said, well, we don't wanna change it every other month.
Right.
So tell me everything that needs changed, and I'll do the list once. It just makes more sense versus
Right.
drafting and redrafting and,
So that's what I'm saying, it's up to you guys on what you wanna do. I don't,
So are there any other roads other than Jackson Street there by the Dollar General and Muncie Street? Was there any other changes or anything that was needed or suggested?
I would do all of those, ones on, I mean, you could look at some stuff on, Jackson. You can make it 20 mile, you can make it 25 mile an hour. Just like what Brent's saying, though, you can change all the speed limits you want. But they'll have to be, but that gives them something that, they could do something about it if needed. But, I just want, there's like, South Street from the Lions Club to Muncie Street, why would that be 30 mile an hour? Why would you have cars going 30 mile an hour? It's such a short distance.
So I guess for,
And then if you wanted to go to the railroad, that's even less of a distance.
yeah, for the next work session, could you come up with a list of, roads that you think need changed, and then we can discuss them?
Whatever you want.
Okay. That way we can hash that out and then and get that to Danielle.
Now, speaking of down there by the lights, we can get the one where it existing pole,
Yeah.
but there's nothing on it.
There's a light pole there, but there ain't no light on it.
Right, it's at 32. So that would give you guys some light right there. We can put one there. That's a $7 light.
$7 a month?
Yeah.
I'll make that motion.
And then you get, I think we kind of had it, at least what I kind of thought from when we,
Hold on, he made a motion to.
Oh,
Are you
I don't,
making a
no, I
motion?
don't mean to interrupt him.
Okay, okay.
I figured we'll get one there. Well, then remember in the, well, you weren't here, of course. You weren't here at the last, business session. And I told them about, I don't think they want to put in a new pole, because you're going to have to put in a new pole down there by 32.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have to put the light, so that's gonna be over $20-something a month, always, no matter what. But we can put one of them down there by, just past the park, or the entrance. And you can have it, one of them lights that we got here, flashing down that way. Now, they got one that's a $12 one, and they got one that's a 17, which is what we pay.
For that one right there.
Yeah.
For the one.
He said he thought it might go in people's. I said, no, it won't go in the people's yard. I said, it's only children's, and I said, there ain't no way. But you're gonna have that angled right straight down through there.
Yeah. I
It
think
should
the
take you
houses,
right straight to 32.
yeah, the houses are far enough back, I don't think it should bother anybody.
I don't think it's gonna bother. Only other thing that I would worry about is the drivers. But like I said, I would start out probably with I know you guys can go with what you want, but we can start out with the $17 is too much. And we'll have to revert to the smaller one, or, it's $12. But at least we'll have some light up and down that road.
So we're talking about one for $7 that would go on.
That would just take care of more or less the intersection right there. Now, it wouldn't necessarily be light all the way up to General Dollar, unless you get one of those other lights. Now, that might get into some people's houses.
I was just talking about that T road there at the intersection.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have one, just to have one there so people can see it. So that they know to make their turn. Because we can get an arm on it. And then it'll have the light facing down. So I do need, we can wait, but I do need some kind of approval because the guy, Aaron, will not, and he hadn't fixed that gosh darn light post down there on Railroad either. It's not even working at all now. It was working, and it quit working, and it worked, and it quit working. Which I'm gonna get him on about that tomorrow, but I just need to know, to give him the okay to start process on it.
Okay, so the $7 a month light is at the intersection of East Jackson, and I guess Old Jackson. And then the other one is on the east end of East Jackson facing west, or is it
Well, it's gonna be, when you're coming up to, Dollar General, it's gonna be the pole on the, I call it the south side of the parking lot right there.
Okay.
It's the very first one.
Okay.
Cause if you look at the other one's got all them, transformers on them. We can't put them on them.
Okay.
So we gotta put it on that other one.
Somebody's gonna have to make that motion slowly.
I'd like to put a street light at the intersection of Jackson and East Jackson.
For $7.
a month.
And a $17 a month light at,
On the south side of
South side of the parking
Jackson
lot
Street.
of Dollar Store, is that correct?
Yeah.
Clear
Where
as
it'll,
mud.
where it'll go down to 32. It makes it circle. I know, it's confusing. Cause it's the same
We're
street.
looking at
when you
24,
read it, if it doesn't read right, we can adjust it.
so then we're looking at 24.
And we ain't gonna be picky about that. Why?
So Brent made the motion.
Yes, ma'am.
So do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Dell. All in favor?
Aye.
Fine.
Thank you, Bruce.
I'll take it, mate, no problem. And then we're gonna be trying to take down the light probably have to, and these guys will, when they come up to speak, I'm sure they'll be able to tell you some information. Cause I told them of course my throat's kinda, or my voice is kinda cracked, so, I'll let them explain it unless you want them to explain it right now.
You can wait.
You can wait, okay. That's it, that's all I got, sorry.
Cindy?
I don't have anything.
Okay. Danielle, you got anything?
The first ordinance is 2026-02. This is the purchasing ordinance that you guys had me update. We had some emails that went back and forth. I have fixed that pursuant to the last emails. So, this ordinance outlines, purchase of services and purchase of supplies between $0 and $500. Has to be made with the approval of a council member assigned to oversee the department. And then we added in or an available member if the liaison is unavailable. 500 to 5,000 is 3 town council members, and then the rest is the same. We did change 5,000 and above. So this ordinance is ready to be introduced.
Do we have a motion to introduce ordinance number 2026-02?
So moved.
Motion by Dale, second by Brent. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. We have a motion to suspend the minutes.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Cindy, second by Dale. All those in favor?
Aye.
Wait 1 second, sorry. By Cindy.
Yeah, motion by Cindy, second by Dale. Have a motion to introduce ordinance number 2026, adopt ordinance number 2026-02.
So moved.
Motion by Brent, second by Bruce. All those in favor?
Aye.
The next thing I sent out was an addendum for the No Athlete Left Behind contract. I did send out the letter trying to get some communication between them regarding the amount that is still due, but I have not heard back from them, and I think one of the liaisons was gonna reach out to them. So the addendum to the lease agreement is what you guys had asked for, just to be able to enter the premises. So I put in here a 24-hour notice for normal entry, but in case of an emergency, you could immediately access the facilities to make sure that nothing is wrong and to make sure that they're in compliance with the sections of the lease that are the maintenance, winterization, and utilities.
Okay.
We do need to part of our tax, but he gave me a check
Oh, okay, good.
and he paid
What
sewage
was the
done too.
2026 what?
For the,
It's an
Ordinance.
addendum.
it's 2026-02.
Okay.
So this addendum, if you guys approve it, I will forward it to, is Tyler the best one?
As far as I know, he's the only one that answers me.
Okay.
So do we have a motion to approve the addendum to the lease agreement for the Selma Athletic Park?
So moved.
I got a question for a second for you. If they're not in season, we still gotta give them 24-hour notice.
Yeah, because even though they're not in season, their contract is still for the year. So they're still within their lease term.
Even, are they paying though after
You know,
the
they're paying,
season's over?
they're paying all the utilities?
No, they're only paying 9 months.
So they voted a long time ago to put it on hold when they're out of season. So that bill doesn't even charge.
But we're not paying the water bill or anything.
No, the water gets turned off.
We're paying
Well, I
a
agree.
bill, gas bill.
Electric, I would say.
I think they have gas there.
We just paid
Maybe
something for one of them.
electric.
Yeah, we'd have to have the light
Maybe it's
bill
electric.
for the security lights.
I know we have 4 utility bills for something.
And are we paying that after the season's over?
motion to approve the amendment.
Okay, motion by Brent to approve the addendum.
Second.
Second by Dale. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion carried.
So they're all up on payments now?
I mean, for his monthly fee, we
Yeah.
went through all of that again last night, yes, for the monthly,
For 2025?
201 South Street.
2025.
201 South Street, is that
Yeah.
Paul Diamond?
Yeah.
That's a water bill. I mean, it was $9.
Water must be in our name, but,
Yeah, water bill.
Oh, yes.
but, and the sewage bill is current, that's what I can tell you.
Doesn't look like we're paying the electric bill, so it's just the water bill.
Okay.
Sorry.
No problem. As an update on the SRI Lean Assist program, they are going to attend the March meeting and give a presentation as to what that program looks like and how to use it.
Did we make a motion to read it, showing after the meeting?
Hmm?
To get the system and to adopt this ordinance?
We didn't need, it's not an ordinance, it's an addendum.
I thought we
No,
said-
that was on the
Okay.
2026-02.
Okay.
And speaking of that, 2026-03 is the lien administrative fee. So when you guys approved doing that last month, this is the administrative fee that we created for the county and the district that goes along with the program. So you guys, we put in there $25 fee, 5 of that goes to the vendor, which right now is SRI, but could be whatever vendor in the future. And then $20 will come back to a lien administrative fee fund. It's a non-reverting fund, and then Jennifer, once she has a fund number created, will fill that in, but this is ready to be introduced.
And it's 2026-03. We have a motion to introduce ordinance number 2026-03.
So moved.
Motion by Brent, second by Dale. All those in favor?
Aye.
Alright, motion carried. We have a motion to suspend the minutes.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Bruce,
Second.
second by Brent. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Do we have a motion to adopt
I'll make a motion.
ordinance number 2026-03? Motion by Bruce,
Second.
second by Brent. All those in favor?
Aye.
Alright, motion carried.
Okay, the permit fee ordinance with the schedule. I gave Dale the schedule so that they could use that at the police department. On the permit fee ordinance, I have updated one thing in there. This will be 2026-04, but I'm not sure if it's ready to introduce tonight.
2026-04.
Make a motion.
Second.
Motion by Bruce, second by Brent. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Carried. Have a motion to suspend the minutes.
So moved.
Motion by Brent,
Second.
second by Bruce. All in favor?
Aye.
Do you have a motion to adopt ordinance number 2026-04?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Bruce, second by Dale. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
I got a question for you, Danielle.
Mm-hmm.
With this new thing coming that the commissioners are looking at on this, people tearing up these utility companies, tearing up the site, is that something we're gonna have to deal with too? Or do we need to get on the bandwagon, or?
When they're making cuts and, yeah. Well, we've got fees in here. I can share what the county has just worked on, if you wanna see what updates they made to theirs.
Well, we probably should look at them. Cause we have the same issues.
We started that.
Yeah.
We started that. When I told them
The
about,
county came to me
about her-
because of us having issues.
I went to
dealing
Tommy
with them.
because of what happened on Pittenger. They did it to us over in Yorktown too. They tore up the whole road in county, but they tore up the whole road and they left a really liability issue over in
It was a
Yorktown on 900 West. It was a mess. And
I'll
Tommy
send
was
it.
talking to me and I told him to get a hold of Danielle. And
So
then he said that snowballed.
we've been a little busy and haven't been able to set the meeting yet, but we are also setting a meeting with the head person at Centerpoint to have a discussion about the issues and communication failures that not just the county, not just Selma, but every town around here is having with Centerpoint. It's not just Centerpoint, but Centerpoint is definitely the biggest offender that I get complaints about. AT&T has some too, but Centerpoint takes the cake. So when that discussion happens, I'll be there on behalf of Selma, Delville, the county, everyone, and I'll let you guys know how that goes. But I'll send what the county just updated to. You can look at that, which they're already talking about making a change, so.
Yeah.
So we had some backlash on a couple of things.
Miller Pipeline.
Miller Pipeline.
They ain't playing with the county nice either.
Neither does the railroad.
I was gonna say that too. Okay. The old truck you asked me about, so I prepared a notice to dispose of the truck. I can get this done, I just need the details of the old truck is the only thing I know about in detail wise, so like what it is, the year, VIN, like all of that stuff would be helpful. And then what the offering price will be that you guys want to put it at.
Okay. Are we ready to move forward with that, or are we still needing to wait a little bit before we offload that truck?
Or
Yeah.
this can be done whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
We got the new truck up and running and everything working good? I don't know.
Yeah, as far as I know, Travis.
Yes, we're fine.
Yeah, as far as I know.
So
No
if you-
surprise
two.
wiring or nothing?
What's that?
I said no surprise wiring or no BS?
Y'all just need to decide which salt spreader you want wired to that truck. Beyond that, everything else is done.
So what salt spreader's in there now that you're using?
Nothing.
We're not using them.
Okay,
You need to
But
decide
if you
wanna
want
keep
that,
Big one or use the small one.
okay.
If you do a private sale, you have to get appraisals, so we can do a public sale and just accept offers on, bids on it.
Okay.
And if we value it less than 5,000, we can sell it without the appraisal with just this notice, so. And the notice can just go, actually on this one can just go like on your town website,
Okay.
but
Can
we
we-
can post it too.
Can we discuss this at a work detail?
Yeah.
And go out there and look and so everybody see which salt spreader we want in which truck? Because it's gonna have to be wired. And then this this other truck, I hope it brings more than 5,000, but,
Well, I hope so.
yeah. But I think we ought to all be on the same page where we can go out and look at the salt spreaders and decide what we wanna do.
Okay, sounds good.
Then
Okay.
the answer is depending on what you do think it's worth, I think when it was originally said, we were hoping it was maybe not worth that much.
It should be worth more than 5.
Okay, well then you may have to get appraisals.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do they have people that appraise vehicles?
Yeah.
That's because they have people that get divorced.
What?
People have to appraise property all the time.
Okay. I get it.
Okay, next is, let's see. The property maintenance that I started to give an explanation about. So this is the one I gave the outline to Dale for them to use at the police department. Your last official property maintenance ordinance is from 23. When you did that, you didn't have an active BZA and plan commission. So it needs to be updated to reflect that these appeals will go to the BZA, which I've changed in this. But when I was going through my server, last year or in 24, I had also sent out a couple other property maintenance ordinances for you guys to look at, and then I don't think we ever came back to it because I didn't see any responses or further discussion. And so I printed those for Jensen, so you guys at your work session can talk about if there's anything in those that you wanna see added or not, or if there's anything else that you want changed, and then we can introduce this when it's kind of completely ready to talk about. And then that, just so it has a number, is going to be 2026-06, the amended property maintenance, when we're ready for it. That is all I have.
Okay. Thank you. Police. Dave?
I don't have anything. You guys have anything for me?
Anyone have anything for Dave?
I did get a couple quotes together for cars and still working with Ford to get one together. It's a little bit more of a process. So I'll keep you guys updated on that.
Okay.
The
Sorry.
check for safety systems can be sent out. Okay.
So I know Jeremy, I believe, and I may be speaking out of turn, may have my grants turned around. Was he working on a grant for a radio or not working on a grant for a radio?
He is
Because that's a
working
discussion point for those two older radios. That
He
we
is
had.
working on a grant for one, but I don't know what the name of it is.
Because I know we spoke about that in the work session as well.
Okay. Yes, he is, but I don't know the
Okay.
name of it. He has mentioned that railroad grant for something,
Okay.
Norfolk Southern or something, so he's looking at
We
that.
can come
later.
back to the radios then.
Okay.
Joel?
I wrote a couple permits, January 31st, or I think that's when it was, February 1st. They're for Octavio again down the road there. He's building a pretty good size garage, concrete floor and everything, to be south of his house. And then what he calls his arena, which is like at the end of he's got the barn that's already there, and then the arena, he's wanting to cover that. He's going to cover that. So I guess after all this snow, he didn't like the fact that there wasn't enough space for those horses to move. So he's wanting to cover that, what he calls the arena. So, and electrical going to the garage, obviously, for garage doors and so forth. That's all I have. Have you got that variance paper typed up yet for the for stuff?
I will get that to you.
Okay. Okay. I think that's all I have. Thank you for doing the work on the ordinance on the permit fees.
Well, thank you
So
for
those are all,
going through all that.
yeah, those should all match up now like they're supposed to. There's a few. One of the typos I found was when I was doing the thing for his garage. It said $40 per 100 square feet. I did the math. I said $800. There's no way that should have been $4 per square feet on that. So
I think somebody bought that house down there on Albany Street, didn't it? That one that's been for sale right beside my cousin.
Yes.
the one that's
It's
okay,
been-
the one from the guy from Indianapolis or something.
Yeah, I
That's
think it
had
was.
that.
Yeah.
We've actually sold a lot of houses lately. They call me for the final billing.
I've gotten a lot of calls on zoning, so that must be what makes sense then. That's all I've done here recently, is those two permits, so.
Thank you. Anything for Joel?
Doing a fine job, young man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Travis.
Unless you got something for me?
Yeah, we do. Tell him to get up here.
Christmas lights, you just said.
I was trying to remember what it was.
Oh, yeah.
So, why do we need to get it down? We need a lift.
Didn't, he left. Did he tell you about anything as far as how much it was gonna be?
For who? For what?
To take the Christmas lights down.
Yeah.
If we use Blaine 300. A lift is 4 something last we checked.
Okay. So, do we want to make a motion to approve moving forward with Blaine for the lift to take down the lights?
So moved.
Motion by Brent,
Second.
second by Bruce. All in favor?
Aye.
Let's say,
Approved. Thank you.
Oh, you got a lot of good compliments.
Yeah.
Maxine told me, she said they do a good job. So, I'll let you go.
Yeah. You guys did awesome. That was a big storm.
Yeah,
Yeah. I appreciate it.
let us know.
Yep.
Thank you.
Anything else for Travis before you come in? Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Hopefully we don't have no more.
2 more weeks, Bruce.
Brent, do you have anything on the
Oh,
ball
that's
diamonds?
right.
Do I?
Do you have anything on the ball diamonds?
I do not. I was hoping Danielle would talk to Tyler and there was something there because, I mean, the way he's acting, they're gonna have a full program again this year.
Okay.
And, but I assumed he'd be here. I thought they were supposed to be making meetings, so I don't know. But I guess I just assumed they'd be starting to make some meetings. But I
well,
have nothing.
I know I asked him, let me look back at my text, because I have stuff that needs to be removed from the back room. Bear with me for a second, please.
I can tell you tonight they're having a tryout for middle school. That's where I'm heading next.
And I had let him know Bluebird Days was April 5th through the 8th. Told him that I was hoping to get stuff out of the concession stand now that it's warmed up. He says we had tryouts tomorrow for All-Stars, but nothing starts at the Diamond until April.
Okay.
Because I just want to make sure that I have everything removed and it's not his way or whoever's way.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
I got nothing.
Jennifer.
I don't really have anything. Cheyenne Knight's been working on correcting a mistake that Keystone walked me through that created a very large talk to. And then she told me what to do to fix it, so it's fixed now. We're getting ready, we are currently getting ready to do the rollover the year end. So you'll start getting all your fund appropriation revenue reports again. I'll have lots for you next month, hopefully. Everything goes smooth. I told Ryan, I came in here for what, 2 hours? Not last Saturday, Saturday before last, and sat with Ryan, and we went over this. I mean, he just did like finger snapping like that. It was working fine, and now it's not.
It's not working again. That's Greg Seinfeld.
So,
Been texting me, he can't hear nothing.
Yeah, theirs aren't working either.
Yeah.
so he's gonna try and come to a meeting. I told him it'd be better at a work session, so hopefully if you guys schedule a work session tonight, I'll just have him come to that if he's available.
Okay.
So that while we're trying to run the meeting, he can see what's wrong.
Okay.
And if anybody has anything for me?
No, anything for Jennifer?
No.
All right, anything to bring up before we adjourn? If not, do you have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Brent, second by Bruce. All in favor? Meeting adjourned.
Hey, Travis, you going to baseball now?
Give me that last motion by
I'll have you tomorrow.
Second by Bruce.
That way you can get to baseball.
You
No,
guys won't
look
need
at the
them.
Christmas lights. Go for it. To look at the Christmas lights. Just make sure.
I thought about bringing that other chair like that over here.
Oh, I think it's just sitting in one spot.
Just not moving.
I know, but
Well, I'll tell you what, this one's a hell of a lot.
but I don't have somebody else's set of eyes
I'm
too.
And I'd love to do
We're
that
gonna
also.
back to the old stuff, sort of like the old style, I think.
Yes.
I didn't feel so bad though, seeing
Oh my God, aren't they so pretty?
getting swollen with their foot of snow. The lights were still up. I'm like, I don't feel bad. Cause I know the weather's nicer than ours.
Oh, absolutely. 110%.